Okay, guys, welcome back to Gospel News, where we dey give ogbonge information on as you take the go. Let's go straight to the reason why we're here without wasting your time at all. They say that our sister, what did they call her, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. This woman, I be the Director General of World Trade again. They say this woman don't catch no be small thing. Over the meeting we didn't get for France, where she snubbed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria. This thing happened after she allegedly removed the picture of Tinubu from her pictures when she posts for social media. No be small thing, no. And e be like say they say the president could not give any speech during that meeting. He ran away because he be like say no sabi wetin go talk during that particular program. But this woman don't come and come clear the air. See what I'm talking about here. WTO General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala clears the air as critics lambast her for initially omitting President Tinubu's photograph, among others. We are going into full details, and I have a couple of videos here that I want to really share with you. So Mona, they see how how Tinubu was disgraced during this summit, where he couldn't speak, at least to talk about the issues disturbing Nigeria. Let's go into details sharply and find out what's going on. Okonjo-Iweala under fire for allegedly cropping Tinubu out of photograph in France. Now, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO, has been criticized over a photograph she posted from Leadership Summit in Paris, which is France. Okonjo-Iweala had posted a photograph where President Bola Tinubu was alleged to have been cropped out. Tinubu attended the summit for a new global financing pact convened by the French President Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron. The summit afforded Tinubu the opportunity of projecting on a global stage his advocacy for widening the fiscal space, economic justice for Africa, as the world accelerates the pace of energy transition and the urgency of addressing the pressing issues of poverty and climate change. Now, the only thing we go see them, they talk there, but come back home, they cannot do anything. Ordinary light, una no fit fix for even a sorok. Well, una hospital una they get for a sorok, una no fit fix them. See not shameless people. I beg. However, the photograph posted by Okonjo-Iweala has generated controversy on social media. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, Adamu Gaba, criticized Okonjo-Iweala for posting the photograph. Garoba said the former Nigerian Minister of Finance can't spite at Tinubu with such a photograph. Taken to their Twitter handle, some Nigerians wrote, Garoba, if she like, let her not acknowledge or recognize the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the same Nigeria that did everything for her to become who she is today, the leader of same party, APC, which gave her the wherewithal to get her current office as DG of WTO. My brother, all this respect is earned. They know they buy am with money. If she doesn't know what she's doing, she will not get there. This one una think say na Nigeria wanna go carry one aboki we no know wetin they do, go put am for office there. We no even get certificate. Mad people everywhere. According to this statement here, if doing so is to spy Tinubu as a person, she should know that Tinubu is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whoever spits at him has done so against the federal government and the people of Nigeria, and we noted that, indeed, rebellion is the greatest of all sins. Another person said, wow, so she literally cropped out the part President Tinubu was showing. God cannot be mocked, and that's why P2B can never be president of Nigeria. The Igbos will learn the hard way. Another person said, this is Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who became the DG of WTO with the support of the APC administration. Today, she went for a summit in France and intentionally cropped out President Tinubu from all her pictures. The Southeasterners are the most dangerous people to share a country with. Oh, and I pray that you people will cut the Southeast out of the country, make them do their own, and remain dangerous where they are. Crop the Southeast out of the country, just the way she cropped Tinubu out. When I refuse, then what do you expect? And every day, freedom, freedom, freedom. You see the kind of stupid people where we get for social media. People have been dying in order to leave the country, but the country is holding them. Say, you people must not go. If you not go, we are finished. There. Another person wrote, yeah, by like you, the hatred all of you have for Southwest will end up consuming you. Whether you like it or not, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is your president for the next 8 years. And as far as Nigeria is concerned, no Igbo man will ever become the president of this great nation. Look at you, look at the great nation. Nobody is buying fuel at a different price. So it does not matter what these people are writing on social media. You know, go. Make I show you the speech when people who will get brain, they talk. Make I show you, before I go show you the one when Tinubu go they tell people for France there. Watch.
But there have been times when we felt like we were beggars. I played a key role as chair of the African Union during the COVID period. We felt like we were beggars when it came to vaccine availability, when we felt we needed access to vaccines, and the Northern Hemisphere countries had bought all the vaccines in the world, and they were hogging them. And they didn't want to release them at the time when we needed them most. And we felt like we were begging. And at times it felt like they would just be droppings from the table, that yes, we will give you that and that. And let me tell you something that generated a lot of resentment. We resented that, and it got worse when we said we want to manufacture our own vaccines. And when we went to the WTO, there was a lot of resistance, enormous resistance. And we kept saying, what is more important, life or profits by your big pharmaceutical companies? And that too, I must tell you now, generated and deepened that disappointment and resentment on our part, because we felt like life in the Northern Hemisphere is much more important than life in the global South. And these are issues that need to be addressed. And I'm glad that we are all seated here like this, because we've got to get to the heart of these matters and address them.
All right, on the here and we are men are talking. I don't know the one when Tinubu go talk for there, I never see him. This is their own, this is South African president, where he's saying that these people say na nonsense then they do, all these world leader, all those people where they do like say na then sabi pass. When it was time of this coronavirus, Africa tried to produce their own, but for where they block them. When we hear within Tinubu, the yarn concerning Nigeria,
to all of you.
organ a lie,
All of us.
na lie. I don't believe that one. Na lie, you lie, sir. You just lied that Nigeria belongs to all of us. That's a lie. It doesn't. Stop lying. No fit you.
Our diversity is an asset if we know how to use it.
Na lie. It's error.
Prosperity. Born of the same father,
Loriro.
in the same house,
Loriro.
except living in different rooms.
Loriro. Loriro. Why you?
We must promote unity.
Where is the unity?
And economic justice for every one of us.
Wow, wow.
The president received several gifts from his host including the famous Real Madrid defender, David Olatokunbo Alaba.
All right, and I don't see I'm now waiting Tinubu go talk for that place. Now him be that one. Oh, and he say now unity. When you na go there, Fulani go come from any part of the world. Come they keep people for Nigeria. Now they talk about diversity. Diversity, my feet. I beg me we listen to another powerful speech here when these people visited, I think the BRICS, when they had a meeting of the BRICS. I would like you people to pay attention to this particular speech here by the president of Kenya. This is very, very outstanding. No be like this one we wanna go do anywhere una still they talk about unity, una still they talk about diversity at this age when other people has moved on. And tell me say the country they go anywhere. Failed country. Watch.
So what am I saying? For example, let me give you another example. We have been to US Africa. We have been to some other engagement with other countries. Now we have been invited for Russia-Africa Summit. We have made a decision, very respectfully as heads of state in Africa, that any engagement with other partners must be an engagement of equals. And for it to be meaningful, if we are going to meet the president of a country, we have organized ourselves that the Troika is going to represent Africa. The chair, the current chair, the past chair, the chair that is coming, and the heads of our regional economic commissions, about 6, 7 people. But what happens continuously? When others want to engage with us, they don't want to deal with the Troika. They want to invite 50 heads of state. So we go to a meeting, just explain to me what kind of outcome you expect where 50 heads of state are sitting. Everybody is asked to speak to 1.5 minutes. You speak to one for 1.5 minutes. What kind of engagement are you going to get? You're going to get nothing, right? The best that you get is photographs.
Photo.
Yeah. That's it. Precisely. You get these photographs. They normally line us up somewhere, crowd of 50 heads of state. And that's all we come home with, because there isn't time to engage. Any serious country that wants to engage with Africa, must respect first our architecture. If we have said we are going to be represented by the Troika, why are you inviting 50 people unless you want to sabotage the whole discussion? And if you can't respect our own rules, it is a sign of lack of goodwill. I mean, you must, so that when we engage, if we have a smaller group of 5 people, then you can have a meaningful conversation. And we can have a meeting of equals. But here you are, you represent 200-300 million people. You have a guy here who represents 10 people. You have another guy who represents 10 million people. Then that conversation becomes, and some of the time, the most unfortunate thing is that some of the people who invite us to these meetings tell us, if you don't come, there will be consequences. So, all of us are forced to go to a meeting that has no meaningful outcome because of blackmail. This is not right, good people. This is not okay. you know.
All right, guys, on I don't see say, and some people get sense for Africa. But our people in Nigeria here, no movement, no upgrade, nothing. Now just today, go all this. Once you see them out, then they get summit for here, then they get summit for there, and so they go they run kitty kata kata. They want go snap photo from Nigeria. President na photo. You finish for France now, you don't run. They go UK to go take another treatment. Get some now we here aqua. I beg my people, it's high time when we leave all these people behind, especially these old people, because they have nothing to offer, only to go abroad and snap picture and come back. The good things when they're abroad, there is no plan to bring them home. There is no plan to, walk on the roads, the schools, even their own personal hospitals, they can't even build it. And you tell me those people are what calling president and human beings. I bet Mona shift, Joe. We will go another news, I don't want vex.